Hey guys, how you doing? We got another update here. Now what we're seeing is something that I directly don't necessarily believe, but China's stating that they're not having any military contact with North Korea amid the escalating tensions in the region, because North Korea's doing all these missile tests, they've done nuclear tests in the past, and China is apparently united with the international community when it comes to the Security Council's UN resolutions to sanction North Korea. Now, what they're saying, and what many people believe who think that China is, on the side of the international community when it comes to North Korea, there's a couple things that have happened in the past that would make you believe that. Me personally, I don't know if I do, but there are some compelling arguments. First off, what we're learning today, that China has stopped all military communication with North Korea. Also, in the past, we've seen China put troops on the border with North Korea. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean, they're going to invade North Korea. That could be for if a possible U.S. strike happens, a lot of these refugees from North Korea, they're going to flee north towards China. And to control that, influx of refugees from North Korea, China would use those troops. But it was also weird because it wasn't just, men on the ground. It was also different armament, surface-to-air missiles, air defense equipment was on the border as well. So, honestly, this whole China's on our side deal when it comes to North Korea, I don't really buy it personally. I really think that China in the area, they've been growing. For 8 years of failed foreign policy from Obama and the U.S. have opened the door for Russia and China to kind of spread their wings a little bit. And we're seeing China spread their wings a little bit with the whole South China Sea crisis that's going on, with the little spat that they're having with India right now. There's also reports that they may send the PLA, the People's Liberation Army, that's what they call their army over there in China, to the Pakistan-India border, kind of like India's doing with Bhutan right now. But at any rate, we're seeing China spread their wings a little bit more, and honestly, the relations between the U.S. and China are kind of rocky at this point. So to say that, this shows that they're 100% backing the international community when it comes to North Korea, I just don't think that's the case. I think it could be a big ruse. I think that they're just playing their hand pretty well here, trying to play both sides of the fence, and honestly, they're doing a decent job at it. Because after the latest test from North Korea, the ICBM test that occurred, China and Russia, but it seemed like mainly China, came out and stated that, let's say, hey, we have a freeze for freeze deal that you guys should agree upon, and it would be North Korea would freeze all of their missile developments, their nuclear testing, all that. In return, the United States and South Korea, Japan, they would freeze and stop their military exercises and their military tests in the area. And the reason why they gave this deal up, all right, wasn't just because they're trying to play the good guy to avoid a war. It was also because it's in their best interest. If the U.S. is out of the region, they can solely influence that area. At this point, the U.S. is the only country that can kind of rival influence in Southeast Asia. And with them out of the picture, at that point, China would just steamroll geopolitically, militarily, that whole entire area. So that's why they said, oh, hey, this is a good deal for all of us. But hey, guys, this is just a small update. I thought you guys should know. It's not something I necessarily believe coming from a senior Chinese official, but it's something I thought you guys should be aware of, something we should discuss. As more updates come out, we'll discuss them, we'll talk about them, I'll make a video. Make sure to check back, guys, because we're always trying to keep you guys ahead of what's going on in the world.